Hi everyone, coming to you guys with new couple alert. Right now we see Jennifer Aniston and a hypnotist, Jim Curtis, new couple alert. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and we've been seeing Jennifer right now and hypnotist, Jim Curtis. They went on a little mini vacation. We see them on the boat. We see them, hanging out and stuff like that. And I'm saying, yeah. So a lot of people might be saying that Jennifer is moving too quick, with Jim. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this is one thing I would like to say is that anybody who's like a hypnotist, spiritualist, spiritual person, or doing any kind of stuff like that, a lot of people, especially the person have finances. If you had a person have money or they come from money or something like that, because sometimes opposites people attract. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, opposite people attract sometimes. Sometimes Jim seems to be successful. Running his coaching business and hypnotist business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're not here to count the man pocket. You know, yeah, I find they have a good connect. They have good chemistry. You know what I mean? If this is Jim, if Jim birthday is February 1st, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that means he's also too curious. Like Jennifer, two Aquarius. Similar like how Meg and Clay Thompson, two Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when we look at him, you know what I'm saying? When we look at them, if that is his age, we're not sure, but hopefully that's what we saw. So we're just going off of which is we saw online, and and when we look at both of them, they can work, and I'm saying, yeah, but I see a lot of people will try to manipulate and say, oh yes, he must have her, he must be hypnotizer and have her under some kind of spell. So you will see people will try to come with that type of narrative. You know what I'm saying? Yes, because of the business that what he in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it happens to people like myself and a lot of people. People will accuse us of stuff. People will accuse you. If you're a spiritual person, people will accuse you of putting people on their love spells, different things like that. That's why I don't do hypnosis. I don't do hypnosis and no female clients. I let my female people and the team, let them deal with the females and stuff. Anybody can tell you I do not do hypnosis on anyone, because when you and that person fall out, they're gonna blame you for all kind of stuff, and for you in had nothing to do with that, but you're gonna get blamed. So that is one of the big things. That's what I don't do. As much as I am good at doing hypnosis and all these things, I do not do that, and no client, no female client especially. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nobody female, no. You know what I'm saying? Just like how when anybody come into my office, I always have a chaperone, and have cameras around too. So I don't play them stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't get involved with clients or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? We can talk, flirt, laugh, kiki and all that stuff. But when coming to nitty gritty, I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, business is business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't mix pleasure. No, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can see a lot of people that you will like them. You might have, I'm saying, yeah, you might get a little crush here and there on people and stuff, but you have to know your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you're gonna like people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of people come into your business. And a lot of pretty women, a lot of bangers, a lot of people, that you're gonna see, you're gonna like. But you as a person, as a person, they come for help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, then you will have some who come for their own agenda also too. But you have to weed out. You have to be able to be smart to see for people for who they is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm seeing here when coming to gym, that a lot of people will be trying and telling Jennifer a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. And he could have you under, he could be hypnotizing you, he could be doing stuff and things like that. And not necessarily the man could be innocent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I've seen where this is the negative side of people who into spiritual, like healers and spiritual people. And I know a lot of you guys here could use your screen name. A lot of you guys here follow me who are spiritual people and stuff like that, and healers and things like that. It is be kind of tough for spiritual people to date normal, regular people. Because a lot of people, some people will be mad especially if the person have money. They might be thinking you after the person money, but you might have your own money. You don't really care about the person money. It just happen to connect with the person. And that's what already happened with Jim and Jennifer here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, they happen to connect. But a lot of people might be saying because, she's very wealthy, you know what I'm saying? They might be saying, oh, slow the brakes. Jim is coming. No, things can happen. So this is one of the downfalls that I don't like when coming to, spiritual people and hypnosis, people who's practice hypnosis and stuff like that. They're going to get a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I've seen it happen over the years where people getting a bad rap innocently. People will blame me for all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people will blame me and say this, you do this and that. That time you do nothing. So I've seen it happen many times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've get blamed for a lot of stuff over the years in the past. I ain't do nothing. First to begin, I don't need to put anybody on a no love spell because I don't like nobody bother me. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want nobody bothering me. I don't want nobody every minute hitting me up and all that kind of stuff. I am focused. See, during the week, I don't want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want to be bothered by nobody. Unless it's business, unless you're a client, you're a paying client, and you have a job going on, you can hit me up, check in, stuff like that. But if I ain't something serious, I don't want nobody bother me. Weekend, I'm a weekend type of dude. Some people is like that. Some people like during the week, you need to be focused. Pull up weekend, we can get down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, So that's how it is. Everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you have some people like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Virgos, Libras, they tend to be like that a lot of times, sometimes too, Scorpios, Sagittarius. A lot of the fire and the air signs, you know what I'm saying? They're funny. They have some funny ways, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes during the week, they don't be bothered, but weekend time, yes, they want to have the fun. So this is also to a similar situation where somebody that I respect dearly still to this day, Shaman Durek. You see a picture here, Shaman Durek. Shaman Durek also too went through hell as a shaman, dating the queen of former queen of Norway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I think that get married, I think in 2024 or something like that. I think they'll get married in 2024. And Shaman Durek, the media in Europe and stuff, they went all kind of stuff they say about this man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but these two people end up Shaman Durek end up falling in love. Both of them end up falling in love. And people are saying that the man put spells and former queen of Norway and all the different things like that. So to each his own. So again, this is what I'm trying to show you guys. When coming to anybody who's a hypnotist, spiritualist, healer, anything like that, you're going to get blamed for a lot of stuff innocently, including myself over the years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, especially if you're trying to date someone or if it's someone high profile. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations like that before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and people are going to blame me for a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get blamed for a lot of stuff all the time. I really don't care because I know in my heart I'm not doing anything. But one thing I tell people straight up, I don't want to be bothered. So anybody accusing me of love spells or anyone, whoever it is, I don't have no time with that stuff because I don't like to be bothered. Anybody putting love spell on someone, that person will start stalking the person. And who want to be stalking? Who want someone stalking them? I personally don't want anyone stalking me, and I don't want to stalk anyone. You know what I'm saying? I like my space. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like my space. So that's just me. I can only speak for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but from my experience, I've seen it happen to a lot of other spiritualists I know personally. And this is what I'm seeing is going to happen here with Jennifer and Jim. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So more power to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they can work. You know what I'm saying? They can work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They can work. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to them. As long as they take all the noise and stuff and people in the head and stuff like that, especially her people, because she's very wealthy. She have no kids and all that kind of stuff. She married to him. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if they was to get married or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's going to do prenup and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, this can go anywhere, as I say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's up to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's up to Jennifer. Does she want? You know what I'm saying? I know she have a lot of friends around her. People, will have her best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't see Jim really looking to really, look for anything. I see that if he was to get, let's say they was to get married, he will sign a prenup. He will sign a prenup and stuff like that. And I'm saying, because he have his money, I'm saying, he have his money and things like that. He's not like wealthy like Jennifer, but I see that they can work, and I'm saying, yeah. So I wish them all the best, and I'm saying, yeah, and I like Jim for her, but it's up to Jennifer and to our careers. It's kind of tough, I don't like two our careers together, but they can make it work, and I'm saying, yeah. So long as she don't, my thing is like this. I will personally, I would tell her straight up, I'm saying, yeah. If let's say if you was to get involved with a hypnotist or anything like that, and then your husband, whoever it is, I would tell the person, go outside someone different that you do not know for them to hypnotize you, to do any kind of stuff like that. Yeah, because hypnotists, it do work, and I'm saying, yeah, I've done it many times. I had my coaches and them work on me for different things, and I'm saying, yeah, so it do work, and I'm saying, yeah, I believe in it, and I'm saying, yeah. So more power to this couple. Wish them all the best. And I'm saying, yeah, I wish Jim and Jennifer success, but I see a lot of outside interference, and this relationship can be short-lived. But I am hoping that, that they find happiness. I'm saying, yeah, So that is my take on it. I'm saying, yeah, from a healer, from a spiritualist, and do hypnosis and stuff like that. People have to be careful. People are going to try to blame us. People who doing energy work and doing things like that, we can get blamed for a lot of stuff that we have nothing to do with. I'm saying, yeah. So I wish them all the best. Yeah, I hope it worked. Yep.